Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, just like Mike motherfucking White, we are back for another episode of Next Play Sports. You got your boy Sid, you got your boy Nolan, you got your boy Timo. Sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go.
Fire. Zach Wilson is ass.
Zach Wilson is really ass.
He's terrible. They called him Mormon Mahomes.
Wait.
Mormon Mahomes is crazy. Hey, bro did make that. He basically made one Steph Curry trick shot in his pro day.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, yeah. Like,
it was like, yeah, he him.
Yeah.
Bro, I just want to say I called this the entire time. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I think personally I had Zach Wilson as QB4 going into the draft.
I think I had him QB5.
I know I love Trey Lance coming out of this class.
You also love Zach Wilson.
I was high on Zach Wilson, but also the Jets are going to jet.
Jets always jet.
Jets always jet.
The Jets always jet, but it's like...
Sam Darnold walks so Zach Wilson could run.
Bro, but the thing is that Sam Darnold was actually like...
Nah, if you walk out of a game, I think if you put me in an NFL game, right, if you can just give me checkdowns, I won't walk away with the Zach Wilson stat that we had to punt more times than I had completions.
2 total yards of offense in the second half.
They averaged
2.77 inches per play in the second
which is a lot, right? Like, we're talking
That's
like,
above average.
That's
above average.
They're moving the ball.
It's at least average.
They're moving the ball down in New York.
Minimum.
I don't know how the Pats got that win. Because, like, we're talking about a team that's just running full throttle.
Yeah, almost 3 inches is... You can do a hurting to somebody. You know what I mean?
I'm just talking football here.
Yeah, I think we all
We're just
are.
talking about football. We're just guys talking about football.
No, but Zach Wilson is ass. Who else got benched?
Milkman Mills.
Milkman Mills. The logo.
You know what would save his career?
Exactly.
An appearance on NPS.
Oh, I thought you were about to say to come to Carolina.
Yeah.
I added the Panthers. Added them. I was like, we got to beat the land of lost toys allegations for quarterbacks.
You're not beating it. Y'all are like a step down from the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts are like, if you made a Pro Bowl,
We'll take it.
yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah, you can come here. Panthers
If you were ever an MVP candidate.
yeah, Panthers are just like,
Oh, and we'll give you $40 million.
if you need to revive your career because you're on the last stopping point before being a McDonald's clerk,
Yep.
stop by.
Yeah, 704. Welcome home. You can even have the same penthouse that Michael Jordan stayed in. Because that's where every star athlete that lives in Charlotte stays at. Is Michael Jordan's old penthouse.
Yeah, I ain't know all that. But...
Yep. Baseball news.
Not much.
Angels got Mike Trout light.
Yep.
They got...
The Angels are just going all in.
They got Diet Mike Trout.
I will say, no, on a real note, the Angels went out. They signed Tyler Anderson. Went and got Tyler Anderson. Good starter.
Good start.
Went and got, Mike Trout. Some are saying Mike Trout 2.0. Mike Trout improved. If Mike Trout could bench 585 for reps, he'd be
me.
He'd be Hunter Renfroe.
He'd be me.
They go out.
You know the guy that we traded.
Oh yeah.
And you said it was a good trade.
Oh yeah. Hindsight's 2020.
Oh, it's crystal clear, bud.
That's what I said. Hindsight is 2020. But
like that, like you had back to back.
Well, that's because I'm a member of the Bluminati.
I mean, I get that.
No way.
But at the same time, you went back to back on bad baseball takes.
What you mean?
Renfroe trade was good, and then the Rizzo take.
What about Rizzo?
Oh yeah, the guy who just hits 247.
Yeah.
I
He was an MVP candidate for the first half of the season.
Well, first 2 months. He wasn't for the first half.
Just saying. I'm not gonna lie.
Rizzo win a ring?
You do not want to start that argument.
You know what he's gonna say. Sid turns into a Yankees fan whenever me and Timo get on Red Sox.
I mean, listen, if we're going to talk about the Yankees...
I'm saying, you don't want to get
Hold
on.
on. If we're going to talk about the
hold
Yankees...
on. The Yankees were the best team in baseball.
You
the
don't want to
The Yankees
value
were the
rings.
best team in baseball.
How do you don't want to value rings?
That's just me devaluing Anthony Rizzo for this year.
I mean, he was still an elite first baseman.
The Yankees. You want to know... Okay, if we want to talk about the Yankees rings... The Yankees
Look. You
have
don't
20 rings.
Wait. Use a different milestone. There's a lot of things that happen.
Going to say it.
Before Elvis Presley's heyday.
No.
Fast forward 6 years, bro.
JFK had a hit.
Oh my god.
JFK was still around. Yankees had 20 rings before that.
You could have said the moon landing. We sent a monkey in space in 64, 65. You could have said that.
Well,
you could have said before Elvis.
Well, I'm just saying. JFK was still with us. Okay. So now that we've discredited the Yankees.
Yes.
In other baseball news, like I said, the Red Sox signed the best reliever on the market, right?
Okay.
Went out, got J-Rod. Some are saying he's got comps to Randy Johnson.
His FIP says so.
Yeah.
Timo believes it.
Nah.
You have yet to provide me with a good explanation of FIP.
FIP is basically like what the ERA should be. If you
what?
If you take out like errors and then you take out average, it basically mixes with BABIP.
Errors, bro. What are you talking about? Errors do not count towards your ERA.
Oh, I know.
Earned run average.
Yeah, but it also takes in like BABIP, which is like basically with.
BABIP is a good stat.
Okay.
I'm on with BABIP.
Okay, well, it basically mixes with FIP.
FIP is not a good stat. FIP is not.
FIP is basically the pitching BABIP.
Well, Sid, you also just said you didn't understand the stat.
If you like BABIP,
because he has not given me a
hold on. If you like BABIP, FIP is the pitching BABIP.
No. BABIP has a good explanation behind it.
Okay, let's just
FIP
hit
does
Google.
not.
What is FIP?
I mean, Sid, you went from I don't like it, it's a bad stat. After
If he likes BABIP, he has to like FIP.
Well, no, my thing is that he was like, you've yet to provide me with a good explanation of what FIP is. I don't like it, it's a bad stat. After stating you don't understand the
FIP
stat.
stands for Fielding Independent Pitching. It's a statistic meant to measure a pitcher's effectiveness taking plays that would involve the defense trying to field the ball out of the equation. So like I said, the BABIP of pitching.
So is it based on, like, is it okay, wait. I'm trying to understand because that was a confusing explanation.
Repeat that.
FIP stands for Fielding Independent Pitching. It's a statistic that is meant to measure a pitcher's effectiveness taking plays that would involve the defense trying to field the ball out of the equation.
Okay, so how does it do that?
You take the batter's launch angle, exit velo into the equation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it uses that along with fielding metrics to make an ERA of basically what it should be. Like on average.
But what metric is this? What fielding metric is this based off of?
Like defensive. It can be defensive positioning. Okay, so like example, right? Here's where FIP would come into play. I have a lefty up the bat that hits and we have the shift on, but it's a lefty up the bat, and the launch angle is like he screws one to the dirt down the third baseline, hits it off the end cap.
Yeah.
That's where it goes down as an infield single.
Well, because he beat it out.
Well, no, but I'm saying like
so he earned that hit.
No, but yes, but it also accounts for like the cheap hits of like, okay, this lefty went up, barely hit off the end cap, the shift was on.
Oh, so it's basically like,
bro, but
it takes out
he earned
take out
like,
the shift.
He earned the hit,
but it wouldn't be if the shift weren't on. Because you look at the
so because the shift is on, the pitcher for
he's saying
not
that like
pitching
under
into
normal
a shift.
circumstances this is an out.
Yes.
It says under normal circumstances this is an out.
So it's hypothetical.
No, it takes
I mean, that's kind of hypothetical.
It's hypothetical.
It's kind of hypothetical.
It's taking
It's
launch
hypothetical.
angle
It's
and
saying
exit
if this
velos,
didn't happen, he would be out.
but it's not like it's using stats under a normal circumstance. Like, it's...
Bro, but I'm saying if you got a guy that runs like a sub 6'5", 60, 6'1", 60, like Billy Hamilton, and they hit a corkscrew that bounces 10 feet in the air. Do you know how many slap hits they've had like that in their lifetime? That is a skill that they have developed. They have earned that hit. That hit should go against that pitcher.
And I don't know how it works with like if it accounts for a player's speed. I don't know if it accounts for that with that kind of thing. But I mean, I still use FIP as if basically if the guy got screwed on the mound or not. So if you're getting dinked to death,
I see what you mean by
if you're
that.
getting dinked
It's
to
like
death.
BABIP.
But now that I'm looking
get
at
what
this
you mean.
BABIP, I'm not really fucking with BABIP.
you just okay.
Because I didn't understand it.
Because you didn't understand either stat, and you agreed
Well,
with
no,
one
because
and didn't like the other one.
the original BABIP explanation I had received was valid. But this is saying that it's removing outcomes not affected by opposing defense, namely home runs and strikeouts. For example, a hitter who goes 2 for 5, which would mean that the hitter is hitting 400, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right? With a home run and a strikeout, would have a 333 BABIP. He's 1 for 3 on balls he put in play. So he put the home run ball in play, but it's not affected by the defense, so he's not credited for a home run on his BABIP.
Yeah, BABIP's always been about balls in play.
Because technically, a home run isn't in play because
You can't defend a home run.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
So what? You're gonna take out 30?
It's for base hits. It's not for for the big
BABIP's never
strikes.
been about players.
Hold on, I want to see somebody's BABIP for this season.
I know Mike Trout had a really high one like halfway through the season. He had like a 380.
BABIP's basically accounting for players like dink hits. Like Ichiro probably had a crazy BABIP.
Judge's BABIP was 340,
Yeah. So, and his batting average was what?
311.
311.
So that means he got
63 bombs. Was it 63 or 62?
I don't know.
I think it was
62 bombs. 63 bombs.
It was 63. Okay. I'm actually going to go look at
Ichiro's career BABIP was 340.
And his career batting average is what? So they got a little lucky on balls in
like
play.
310.
His career batting average is 311.
Yeah, so they got a little lucky with balls in play this year.
See, luck. There goes that luck word again. That's why I don't like the stats.
So,
It just means they got dinky hits. That's all it means.
bro, but that's not luck. You're a professional hitter. You can't tell me.
Okay, but I can understand luck because me as a pitcher, if I jam a guy and all of a sudden he gets this over the second baseman's head
he just
But as a
muscled
and he
hitter-
hits it off the handle,
As a hitter, you've never thrown your hands at a ball to purposely drop it in a triangle. Never. Once.
yeah, but they're not. You're not luckily hitting 97 on your hands the other way. You got jammed.
You're right. It's a skill.
No, you got jammed
So
and it happened to fall.
So if a pitcher gives me...
you know, baseball has some luck in it. You know it does.
Yeah.
Every sport has luck in it. If you give me 98 on the hands...
And you hit it over the second baseman's head.
And then you barely get your hands to it and muscle it over the second baseman's head into the grass. He didn't
Is
need
it
to
not
do that.
intentional?
No, you're not intentionally. You were late. You meant to hit that ball to left field, but you were late.
Bro.
You're never trying to hit something.
That, like every single MLB batter that goes up there, it's just everything he does, he meant to do it.
You're not.
But now you using that argument is what the fuck I'm talking about. You're acting like every batter that goes up there didn't mean to do it.
But when are you trying to hit something on the inner part of the plate over the second baseman's head?
Ask Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman literally practices that in his tee drills. Literally.
They all practice going fucking backside on.
So then what are we talking about? What are we talking
on the
about?
inside
But they
pitch.
practice
But I'm
going.
saying
Yes, Freddie Freeman does. Freddie Freeman will set the ball up on his front hip, on his front hip, his side. That throws it over the second base bag.
Well, that would be him pulling the ball.
That'd be him pulling.
So if he hits a ball that's here,
You said
he's
over
a
the second
lefty,
base.
over the second base bag, like over the.
Well, that's
bag.
back up the middle.
That's up the middle.
That's not. It would be him hitting it over like the shortstops.
Yeah.
But is that not practicing an inside-out swing that you would then use on 98 on the hands?
But that's so egregious. Like, you're talking about it's here and you're hitting it here. It falls in right field.
It's luck based, man. I'm not fucking with it.
Okay. You don't have to.
Not fucking with it.
It still doesn't explain why you didn't understand both of the stats, and you said, I like this one, but I don't like this one.
Well, because the original, like I just said multiple times, the original explanation I got for BABIP.
It's always been for balls in play. If you didn't understand that, you just didn't know
balls that are within the field of play.
It literally is in the name. Batting average on balls in play.
Look, bro.
So if you just didn't know enough, you just didn't know enough.
They're luck based. They're crap. They're not crap, but I wouldn't hold that. I'm valuing somebody's ERA over their FIP.
I mean,
But that's not the whole story.
no.
that's
I
the
mean,
point.
I too would value their ERA, but
Yeah.
I would not value their FIP.
There's just other things I would look at well before FIP. The only reason I would ever go look at FIP would be if, like,
So you wouldn't
it
want.
was a Cy Young race and they had identical numbers in every freaking stat category, and the only thing that separated them was FIP. That'd be the only reason why I would ever. And the same thing with BABIP.
I think, but I'm just looking at it from a front office
I
perspective.
feel like OPS and on base percentage are light years ahead of BABIP in
Yeah.
terms of evaluating a hitter.
Yeah, I mean, these are these are BABIP, FIP. What's another one? I can't think of the other one I want to use, but the one that
That'll piss him off.
the one that uses
Guess which team had the highest BABIP?
probably us.
Yep. By
I'm-
6
yeah.
points.
Okay,
So what, that makes y'all the unluckiest hitters in baseball?
the worst BABIP or the best BABIP?
We had the best BABIP.
Yeah, so it means we're the
313.
luckiest hitters in baseball.
So it's
If it compares the true, but you'd have to also align it with
It's
you got to align batting. You got to align it with the team's batting average too. So whatever the team's batting average is, average. If they're closer together, then you're not as lucky as much. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
I guess it
313.
makes sense.
So, like,
But at
Aaron
the same
Judge-
time, like I don't like using luck in real world stats. That's my thing with it. It's
that's
like
luck.
Like
We've
it's
had a
literally
258.
luck. Like you,
It uses numbers. What was our BABIP?
313.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying, man. You just lose me, I guess. But
Our offense sucked, and we were still third in the league in average.
our offense didn't. The Red Sox offense didn't. They got on base. They just never got guys in. Like, I guarantee we're probably top 10, top 5 in the league on, like, left on base.
Fifth.
5th in left on base.
But we're 20 behind the next guy. So
Still top 5 in left on base.
Padres.
And we didn't hit home runs either. We were bottom 5 in home runs. Had to be.
it's weird when you trade away 70 home runs.
We did. Well, we didn't sign.
Well,
The move should have always been to trade JD, re-sign Schwarber. That's bigger than trading away Renfroe.
yeah, 100%.
Is not taking back Schwarber. Schwarber can be your DH for the next 4 or 5 years. Now you have a hole at DH because you ain't going to bring JD back.
Yep.
We were 20th in home runs.
Yeah.
But
Oh, runs created plus. That's another stat I was trying to think of.
that's a fine stat.
You don't know how bad Comerica Park is? They hit 17 less home runs than
Comerica
everybody
Park
else.
holds your baby home run.
Yeah.
You got to be a man. That makes Miggy look so much better.
Yeah, shout out Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera was like, you know what? I'm getting 40 of this motherfucker.
I feel like we had this exact
We did.
conversation.
We did last week. We just got to show weekly love. to
Like
Miguel
word for
Cabrera.
word,
Yeah.
exact conversation. Because then I follow that up with, has he hit 600 yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just
Say it
weekly,
again.
weekly Miggy love.
Facts.
I mean, it's hard not to.
Houston, going back on, we were talking about starters getting their jobs taken. Houston's running Kyle Allen out there Sunday, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
If there's anybody who knows how to run off a 5-0 streak with a losing team,
You shut your mouth. You shut your
it's
mouth.
Kyle motherfucking Allen.
Off the bye week trap game. I'd be so mad. I would be.
You just got
you just lost
Kyle.
Kyle.
I want to change my pick now.
I would be so mad.
You just lost to Kyle the accountant.
You got till Sunday, Nolan.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Anything NBA?
Not much.
I mean,
Hey, Anthony Davis is ridiculous.
Anthony
right
Davis
now.
is
He's a silly goose.
He is a silly goose.
as you put it.
he's playing like Prime AD again.
It's good to see. It's good.
I think he's defensive player of the year right now.
he's beating the street clothes allegations at the moment. Knock on wood.
Yeah. He's just being more aggressive because he knows he has to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's
He
up
should have
with,
been doing this the
with
whole
Bron.
time.
Yeah, like, why are you taking one shot in the second half? And like,
I don't get it, man.
You're supposed to be a top 10 player in basketball, and you're just like,
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
they literally have to back him into a corner and be like, play. And for him to
shoot the ball.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
but like, Bron's in street clothes and you can go get 30, 20, and 5? Like, what?
yeah, the only player in NBA history, like,
Him and Kareem in the last 40 years or something like that?
yeah, ridiculous. But,
Other than that, what else?
Other than that, I don't think there's much.
There's not much. I mean,
We get the
the
NBA back
season's
tonight. They
going.
took the day off for Thanksgiving. Is that how it works? So we give
I don't know.
the NBA Christmas. They give us
There's
Thanksgiving.
a Christmas Day in the NFL this year.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Is there a
as
Christmas
NBA
Day game? I thought everybody's playing on Christmas Eve. That's when the Panthers play the Lions.
No, there's a Christmas Day game this year.
Is that supposed to be the prime time?
I mean, it was like a big deal because it's like the first Christmas game, at least in our lifetime for the NFL, unless I'm tripping.
I mean, the Celtics took the 1 seed from the Bucks.
I might be tripping. Hold on. Yep, Week 17, Packers at Dolphins, Sunday, December 25th. Broncos at Rams, Bucks at Cardinals.
So it's going to be just like
Because it falls on a
Thanksgiving.
Sunday. It's just because it falls on a Sunday, but there's a bunch of Saturday games.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
we
all-
play on a Saturday.
Yeah, almost all the games are on Saturday, except for Packers at Dolphins, Broncos at Rams, and Bucks at Cardinals.
Can they please get the Broncos and Rams out of prime time?
Then
please?
there's a bunch of New Year's games too.
Can we get the Broncos and Rams out of prime time?
Facts.
I'm tired.
It's probably gonna be flexed out. I mean, Week 16.
What are they going to flex it to? But they can't change the day of the game, can they, at this point? They can't make them play on Saturday now?
I mean, why not?
I mean, I guess you can. I don't know if they're
I
going
mean,
to do that.
that primetime slot is Chargers Colts.
Sick.
On
Eagles
Christmas?
Cowboys could
Choke-
definitely
the choke
get
bowl.
flexed to Saturday night.
The choke bowl.
You mean Sunday night?
I mean, that would be flexing it to Christmas, but
That's what I'm saying. Didn't you just say?
but Saturday night is Sunday night football primetime night. That's the same 8:00 slot. That's the primetime slot. So they could flex.
So what's up with them doing these games on like? Why is not everybody just playing on either the eve or the?
I mean, I don't know.
Because I can tell you a primetime game happening that week. Panthers and the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
I just saw it. I was like, I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah,
Panthers
I
and the Detroit Lions. The battle for Bryce Young, I guess.
But no, I bet Eagles and Cowboys gets flexed that week.
Chargers and Colts play Monday night.
And I will say on this podcast, since I brought up Bryce Young, I've not hated on Bryce Young. He's just not Drake May.
It's Bucks.
And I
Cardinals,
bet
primetime Sunday.
Patriots Raiders gets flexed out of primetime Week 15 for Dolphins Bills.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bill Belichick versus Derek Carr. Wyatt was yet to tell me something that Bryce Young physically does better than Drake May.
Yeah.
Who plays today, by the way? Shout out. They play at 3:30.
He can never win a Heisman.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, okay.
I mean,
What does he
when
do
reality
better on the?
is
What does
not-
he specifically do better on the?
when in reality, he is the best. Like, I guess he doesn't need the award for everybody to know he's the best quarterback in college football, and he's a redshirt freshman.
I mean, I'm just saying he deserves the Heisman just because he's.
I mean, it ain't like so. That would mean his Heisman front runner will be Stroud. Hendon Hooker got hurt, so it's really just Drake May and Stroud.
Stroud has the worst
Stroud-
stats out of all the
And
top
Stroud
players.
it ain't like Stroud lit up Maryland
Stroud
last
has
week.
the worst stats out of like Bryce Young, Drake May, Hendon Hooker.
You let Stroud choke against Michigan.
I doubt
tomorrow.
it. Ohio State never chokes against.
No, I mean they never beat Harbaugh, and I don't know if the game's in Michigan or Ohio.
No, Harbaugh never beats Ohio State.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. They never. I said that they never choked Harbaugh.
Oh, okay. Ohio State murders Michigan like all the fucking time, every year.
As long as Bama don't make the playoffs again, I'm fine.
Oh my god.
They have a road,
I just want to watch Bama UNC bowl game.
and it could be the Orange Bowl.
That would.
Because the Orange Bowl takes the best SEC team that doesn't make the playoffs versus the best ACC team that doesn't make the playoffs.
We gotta have like a watch night for that.
So that means we would need Clemson to make. It would mean we would need Clemson to beat Carolina in the ACC championship, and because we would still be because they would be in the playoffs more than
I
likely.
don't think Clemson is going to make it, even if they win the ACC.
If they win the ACC, they'd only have one loss, and they'd be the ACC champions.
I don't know, man. They almost lost to Syracuse.
I mean, yeah, you'd have a hard time. I guess their big win would be against UNC,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
whose defense is terrible.
yeah, like
I wouldn't be shocked if Carolina don't struggle today with NC State at 3:30. I hope not, because NC State's on their like second or third string quarterback. But they just lost to Georgia Tech with their third string quarterback. But I mean, they'll never play that bad again. They can't play that bad offensively again.
Portland gave us a run for our money. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about basketball? Portland had 5 lawyers out there shooting 70. Portland shot 70%. So
That's ridiculous.
yeah, you're not gonna. They caught fire, is what they did.
That's ridiculous. Any more NBA?
I think that's our first NPS college talk for the.
We've touched on it before. Give Marvin Harrison Jr. the Heisman. F it. That kid is.
He is ridiculous.
That kid is-
Shout out the Hurricanes. They're up on the Bruins right now.
Oh yeah, we got smacked 4-0 last night, Nolan.
Sick.
It's not shout out the Hurricanes.
What do you mean? We're up on the Bruins. Like
Bruins are the best
17-3.
team in the NHL right now.
Exactly.
I doubt it.
We're one
No,
up
they
on
really
them.
are.
They're 17-3.
Yeah.
They're not the Avalanche.
This guy.
But
We've already tied 4.
are we already getting into football talk?
I guess, man, we can extend it. I know I got a Woe
We ain't got to extend it. I mean, like, I just want to give them fire content.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like.
Oh, we got to buy or sell Wool Pal. You want to
No.
do that now?
I want to get into something first. So.
Oh, God.
Here we
I'll
fuck-
sit back.
Here we fuck. Ahem. Let's get into
So,
this shit.
me and Nolan have been beefing for a few days about something, right? So let me just paint a picture for everybody.
No, because you're gonna paint the picture.
Shut up!
No,
Shut up!
you're gonna paint the picture.
Shut
No,
up!
no, no,
Shut
no,
up!
no,
Shut
no.
up!
Let him talk.
Shut up!
Let
You-
Timo
Shut
do it.
up!
Let Timo do it.
Shut up!
he's
No!
objective.
Shut up! Shut up! So imagine this, right? It is the fourth quarter against a division rival. There is 10 minutes left, and it is a tie football game. The score is 17-17. You are in the red zone with a quote-unquote elite quarterback.
We're not doing quote unquote.
You
He is
call
an
a
elite quarterback.
pass play.
Okay, we don't. Yeah, you don't have to do quote unquote on elite quarterback. He's an elite.
No, I'm
quarterback.
saying, because some people might not call him elite. I think he's elite, but some people might not call him elite. Right?
Yeah, Emmanuel
so we're
Occo.
gonna get into this.
Emmanuel Occo,
We're gonna
fuck
get into this. 17-17. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. In the red zone. First down. It is a 5-yard out, 7-yard out, 10-yard out, whatever you want to call it. Gets baited by a no-name corner. Yick 6. 24-17. Who's to blame? Would it not be the quarterback? Especially since the loss was only a 3-point loss.
It was only
And
3
we're
point.
talking
It was only
about-
a 3-point loss because we marched down the field and scored another touchdown.
But
For-
now imagine
for
if he
one.
would have thrown a touchdown there.
Imagine if they had 10 less points.
Nolan, you're missing the point. You're
I
missing the
said
point.
throwing a pick six at any point during any game is bad.
But you're
I
not.
said that.
But you're also not blaming him for the loss.
Well, Asante
I'm not
Samuel
blaming
dropped
him.
2 picks that game, right?
I said Asante Samuel dropped 2 picks that hit him
One
in the
was a
fucking
pick six.
chest.
One was a definite pick 6.
But here's the thing I'm saying. Herbert still got the
I
ball
understand.
with a chance to win the game.
Oh yeah.
It's not even the chance to win the game. The only thing he had to do was not throw a pick 6. Like, the very next drive, Kansas City field goal. The drive after that, Chargers touchdown. Asante Samuel's drop picks led to 10 points. If Herbert does not throw that pick six, and Asante Samuel's drop picks result in 14 points, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points.
That's a second hypothetical, Sid. That is a second hypothetical on top of the one we're already talking about.
Bro, but you're missing my point.
We're talking about based on what happened. They scored 10 points on those 2 drives where Asante Samuel didn't take the ball away from them.
That's
why I didn't say anything about that one pick that should have been a pick 6.
Once again, you're missing my point. You're completely missing my point. They could have scored 2 touchdowns on the drives Asante Samuel dropped those picks.
But they scored 10.
Okay, but what if they scored 14? Imagine if they scored 14 points and Herbert still does not throw that pick 6. Y'all still win. That's what I'm saying. He gave them 6 points on first down in a tie game in the 4th quarter.
And the defense gave them 10. Like, I feel like
the defense could have gave them 14, bro. The defense could have gave them 14, and all Herb had to do was not throw a pick 6.
They could have gave them 14, but they did give them 10. That's my thing.
Okay, hold on, wait. You just. They could have gave them 14, but they gave them 10.
Herb
could have won you the game, but he gave them a pick 6.
I'm just saying, like the defense.
How much of the blame do you put on Herbert?
50%. I said last night, 50%. Because a pick 6 at any point in the game is bad.
Tim, how much of that game would you put on Herbert?
I mean, I understand 50. Like, I get it.
It's at least 70. At least 70.
I mean,
fuck what everybody else says.
I mean, I can meet in the middle on 60.
If Tua throws that pick 6 in the 4th quarter, tie game 17-17, I'm lighting his ass up because it's unacceptable. It's fucking ridiculous, and that's a direct reason y'all lost that game.
It was a terrible, and the thing is, it weren't like it was a bad pick 6 too. Like, it weren't like
yeah,
it weren't. But I'm saying it weren't even like it weren't a tip that got like wide receivers got tackled.
He got baited bad.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a bad look.
What I want to know specifically about that play is what the fuck was Gerald Everett doing?
He was running his route. It was not on Gerald Everett.
But here's my thing: if Herbert knows that it's an out route and Gerald Everett is running an out route, why would the throw even go inside?
Because the corner was playing outside leverage. He was faking outside leverage, and as soon as Herbert threw it, the corner jumped it. I've explained this to you numerous times.
We're always talking about throwing with anticipation. Why would he even throw it inside if the throw is supposed to, if it's an out route? If Gerald Everett is running to the fucking pylon, why would the throw even go inside?
Because the corner was playing outside leverage.
I think Gerald Everett ran the wrong route, and Herb got baited on it.
Timmy.
I just said
now that excuse is compounded by the fact that Brandon Staley should have called a run play on first down in the red zone.
He should have. Should he not? Should we not have attempted to run that ball in that situation?
Timmy, help me out here, man. This is nuts.
I mean,
this is nuts. So no, bro, it was an out route.
Don't ask for his opinion and then let him talk,
bro.
Just shut up for a second. Let him talk.
I need to go back and watch the whole sequence before I give like my opinion and act like it's gospel, because I watched the game, but like I weren't like locked in, and I need to go back and rewatch the whole. I'll go take it to the first down. There is bad play calling that goes into. I mean, that's part of it, but still, listening to it, your explanation is even if Gerald Everett ran the wrong route,
Gerald Everett was also asking to get pulled out of that game. But we kept pushing it because we were marching. I mean,
yeah, but I'm just thinking about the throw. So he ran an out route. You're saying he should have ran what, like a dig, like just a.
So I'm saying what happened was
I don't think Gerald Everett knew I don't think he knew what the play was supposed to be, and Herbert threw what the play was supposed to be, and the corner's there, and Gerald Everett's running the wrong route.
Outside of that, let the record show in the last 12 hours, no one has blamed Asante Samuel solely separated from the defense for dropping 2 picks. Hold on, and then blames the defense for not being able to stop Travis Kelce. And then blames Brandon Staley for calling a pass play on first down and that expecting that his elite quarterback is not going to throw a pick, much less a pick six, in a tie game in the fourth quarter on first down. On first fucking down is the worst part about it.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was fourth and had to force the throw.
It wasn't like it was fourth and you can kick the field goal. It was first down on the 7-yard line. It was an out. It was like a 10-yard out, bro. Like 7-yard out, whatever.
All right.
He got to the point of break. He broke right. The corner was playing outside leverage. That's why the ball was thrown inside. Because the corner was playing outside leverage. Is he going to throw it at the corner at the pylon? No, he's going to throw it back shoulder away from the corner, where Gerald Everett can turn and the corner's on his left hip. He got baited by the corner.
I mean,
it was literally explained on national television after it happened. The announcers literally broke it down and talked about it right in front of you.
I'll meet in the middle. You say 70, you say 50. I'll say 60%, Herb. I feel like that's common ground.
I mean, I just feel like you're overlooking the fact that we legitimately could have took points away from them.
I'm not, bro, because I get it. I get what you're saying, and yes, that is true. But the reality of the matter is what did happen was that Herbert had a chance to win you the game in a tie game, and he threw a pick six. Like the cards he was dealt was a tie game in the fourth quarter, and he throws a pick six.
I do think Herb had a better year last year than he's having this year.
Oh,
he had a better rookie year than he's having this year.
Yeah, this is his worst season. This is the worst season. And what a bad time to have a worst season.
We'll still take him in Carolina. Matt Rule didn't want to. Matt Rule said, we got a guy at home. Don't worry about it. The food at home was Teddy Bridgewater.
Are
we done?
We're a playoff team if Justin Herbert's on this team, by the way. For certain.
Facts.
But you would have to take away Derek Brown.
You could take any quarterback that we consider top 15 right now and put them on the
You can put Kirk Cousins on the Panthers.
Exactly. You
For
could.
sure.
For sure.
I don't know about
We don't play primetime anyways. We're fine.
Haven't you had 2 Thursday games?
No, we've had one.
One.
They got us in, and now we're back into the shadow realm.
And they're like,
Yeah.
not again.
You ain't got to worry about no Panther game getting flexed in.
Yeah.
Nobody, Goodell ain't ringing the phones right now. So you know what?
We've got
Flex that Panther Bronco game to Sunday night.
Got to get Deontay Foreman on the field in front of the cameras.
All right.
Right now.
I need Sam Darnold versus Russell Wilson, primetime television.
God bless.
All right. So, week 11.
How'd we do?
I did good.
Bro, me and you did the same. Timo went 10-4. Timo did amazing. Astounding.
I thought I went 10-4 and y'all went 7-7.
You went 8-6.
What?
I went 8-6. You're thinking about the previous week.
Oh.
Timo gains a little ground.
We realized that Aaron Rodgers is playing with a broken thumb, and that's why he's been booty bun cheeks. But I feel like
they showed the play where you can see his like he's getting sacked and his hands like this, and then the defender comes in and just full shoulder.
I gotta say, Vince McMahon didn't hate Stone Cold Steve Austin as bad as the Packers front office hates Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
like they
what?
It's pretty rough. Like, I don't understand.
Keep me receiver. What?
I don't understand how you have a quarterback of that caliber.
What? And don't give up picks to surround him.
What?
We're getting into the Braun argument.
Or draft a wide receiver in the first round ever.
We're getting into the Braun argument for Aaron Rodgers.
It just doesn't make any sense. And now, like, if I'm Aaron, I'm fucking out of there. I was out of there years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. It just doesn't make any sense.
Someone said trade Derek Carr for Aaron Rodgers.
Philadelphia.
I have seen that. Have you seen that?
What?
The Derek Carr for Aaron Rodgers rumors.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
It kind of makes sense.
No, I knew you were gonna say that shit.
It kind of
The
makes
thing
sense.
that makes the most sense is Aaron Rodgers to
He'd be a
San
Niner.
Francisco.
Yeah, he'd be a Niner.
exactly. They would
the team that
trade.
passed on him.
They would trade Trey
That'd be
Lance.
so disgusting.
They
Oh
would
my
trade
God.
Trey Lance and a bunch of picks for Aaron Rodgers.
Shanahan would be doing. I got McCaffrey, Debo, Aaron Rod. Like Kyle Shanahan's doing cartwheels.
That would be instant Super Bowl favorites, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that would make Sid believe in San Fran.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, but it's proven that elite quarterbacks are what win you today's NFL.
Oh, yeah.
So like it doesn't matter. But Jimmy G can come as dang close as he can.
That's like, so talking about it's like I don't believe in San Fran. Makes the NFC chip.
Timmy's hot take, by the way.
I don't believe in San Fran. I
Timmy-
don't think they're serious.
Timmy's
I don't think
NFL
they're
hot
threats.
take. Timmy's NFL hot take. Tom Brady's making another Super Bowl.
No way.
This year?
No,
Yep.
no way.
Oh wow.
No way.
Tom Brady makes the Super Bowl.
No, no
I see
way.
the deep end. And I
He
see the
won't
work.
win it.
I think I'm sticking.
Patty's got to get his lick back.
I think I'm sticking with my Cowboys prediction. I think it's gonna be the Cowboys.
You got the Cowboys making it out of the second round finally.
Yeah, I think they make the Super Bowl.
Sid,
Them are the Vikings. Personally, what?
Sid. I see the deep end, and I see that Timmy's off it. This shit is retarded.
I'm just telling you.
But I'm saying I don't think
If it
I don't
happens-
think I don't think Philadelphia is serious, man.
I think they're inexperienced. I don't think that it's not that they're not serious.
mean,
the
they
only
have-
one would
they have
they have
veteran
Jason
leadership.
Kelsey with experience, but
And Lane Johnson.
I mean, but
yeah, Lane Johnson.
I mean,
Then you got
these last few
then
games.
you got Slay in the secondary.
But like their first 8 wins, some would call them fraudulent.
They beat the Vikings.
Okay, they beat the Lions by 3.
Oh yeah,
They
no, like
beat-
that, like the Lions.
They beat
They
the Cowboys
beat
the
defense.
Vikings.
They-
and they beat the
Cooper
Cowboys.
Rush though.
Yeah, but I mean,
They beat the Steelers.
didn't they still hang points on the Cowboys though? Like I can't remember the score.
Yeah,
but
it was like 28 to
they hung
14 or
points on that
something.
defense.
It was like
on the
28-14, I think.
And by the way, just because I'm bringing it up and I'll forget about it if I don't talk about it now.
Mm-hmm.
With Lamar being 5th on the MVP ladder right now, I think Micah Parsons is more of an MVP than Lamar Jackson is
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, Michael Parsons, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson. I think they're all more MVP worthy candidates than Lamar Jackson.
And that's no shade. Like Lamar, I'm not trying to ruin your chances to come to Charlotte if you want to like stop by. But
Yeah, we love
He
Lamar.
said, you wanna take a trip?
We're Lamar fans. Lamar was never a running back.
Exactly.
Justin Fields is a running back though.
Just
Like
for now. I feel like he can develop his own.
I hope so.
Like,
Justin Fields is
next
a
next
running
year
back.
the Bears might win some games.
Like if they drafted a quarterback and converted Justin Fields to a running back,
Gucci.
would he be as good of a runner though if you planned for him as a running back? Like if defenses looked at Justin Fields and took away his passing ability, are you
it would
still
just
as
be designed runs and fakes. Imagine the Wildcat with Justin Fields.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I think it's a different story if you know he's running.
I mean, it probably is, but at the same time, it's like
Like, does he run for 200 yards if y'all's defense knew he was running?
Every play.
I mean, probably not.
At some point, if I'm the Dolphins, though, I do kind of just start to.
He's
We
like,
had
all
a
right,
spy on him.
come down. Get down here.
No. I'm talking about the box couldn't be fuller. Dart.
He also just
Mooney-
happened to
Nothing's
have,
going
Mooney-
over the top. Get
He
out.
also
Yeah,
just
Mooney
had-
and Claypool were gonna have to beat.
He
Mike
also
Williams.
had his best throwing game of his career. Like, it was ridiculous.
That's
I don't
not saying
understand.
The shoulder he hurt. This is non-throwing shoulder.
Yeah, it's his
it's-
left shoulder. It's the same thing that happened to Baker, I think, on his non-throwing shoulder.
Poor fella.
Thing is, he not blocking the lineman with that shoulder. Like,
Rams Saints, who cares? Bears
Bryce
Falcons.
Perkins season.
Bears Falcons. Love Justin Fields. Threw another pick on the game-winning drive.
I needed that, even though it didn't matter for me in fantasy this past week.
Yeah. Commanders Texans. Texans look sorry. They look
yeah,
bad.
They are sorry. They're 1-8.
Kyle Allen season, I guess.
Kyle, the
Rank one.
accountant's coming.
Facts.
To save the franchise.
He's coming. Jets Pats. I wanted to watch that game.
You
wanted to watch that game?
No, we turned it on.
It was like the first 5 minutes, bro.
And we already talked about how well the Jets were moving the ball.
Yeah.
It was
2.77 inches per play.
punt.
I mean, that's a long way.
Yeah.
Like,
Never seen two worse offenses.
like, it's way longer than you think.
It's
I was like, all right, they punted.
It just goes
We
to
know
talk
they're
about
not
how
that-
hard football is that they had to punt that often, moving the ball that far.
There were more, like, the Jets punted more times in that game than the Dolphins have punted in 6 weeks. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy what a good offense does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
the
good
Bills
offense I've ever
Bills
witnessed.
punter last night. He's the least used punter in the NFL.
Yeah.
He kicked his 23rd punt last night, and
He had 21.
The Jets
he had one
kicked-
before the game.
the Jets kicked 10
Mhm.
in one game.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of the Bills,
Lions, Giants.
we knew how that was going to go.
I don't know. I had an instinct to pick the Lions, and I didn't. Like a retard. But,
Well, their offense can hang with anybody.
yeah, I don't think the Giants are serious, man.
No, the Giants.
Jared Goff can-
Whoa, I don't think Danny Dimes is serious. If there's any team in the league that's a quarterback away, it's
Giants.
the Giants.
Brian Daboll's men.
Dable,
Carolina and Baltimore. Somehow Carolina made that interesting.
our defense is nice.
Buffalo manhandled
Defense is
Cleveland. We kind of saw that coming.
You got the greatest corner of all
My
time.
God, what a shit fest Vegas and Denver was.
I'd rather talk about how great Minnesota and Buffalo was of a game.
Yeah.
You mean Minnesota and Dallas?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking 2 weeks in the past.
I mean, when Minnesota got blew out 40-3, that was like almost next on the list. The game before that was Chiefs at Chargers.
We're not talking about that shit.
We are or not?
Do you understand that, like, if we
Hold
could
on, let's
just
cover.
tackle,
Hold on.
if
Before
could
we
just
get into that
tackle
game,
Jason-
before we get into that
Jason-
game,
Yeah.
let's cover what's leading up. So we're talking about how bad the Raiders and Broncos was.
Yeah.
We all knew that was going to be terrible.
Yeah.
I text you on the group. I was like, somebody has to win this game. Like, you know,
It's a loss for everybody else.
Yeah, you might as well just tie. Get it over with. We both forfeit.
yeah.
That'd be way more
I'm
entertaining.
so happy the Raiders are so ass because
They should have
all
had-
I
they
heard
sh-
from Raiders fans on Twitter was how good this team was going to be with. It's like, oh, we got Devontae Adams, we got Derek Carr, and we got
They're
Darren Waller.
definitely the biggest flop. But
They're
I also
disappointing.
No, the
team in
Broncos are the
football.
biggest flop. The Broncos are the biggest flop.
true, but that's two programs where one, okay, Russell being bad, but the Raiders are really like their head coach.
The Raiders are terrible.
Their head
the
coach is
whole
holding them
everything.
back.
But the Broncos, if they had just scored 18 points a game, if they averaged 18 points,
Oh, their defense is nice.
they would be 9-1
Yeah, their defense is nice.
as hell.
And they lost Bradley.
But yeah, bro, Vegas is bad. Vegas is really bad. Like worse than I
Makes me happy.
originally thought.
People really. I mean, the whole AFC West spent $1 gazillion.
Yeah.
And
Same-
Patty even said, "You know what?"
Shit, different
Patty
year,
said,
baby.
"Patty said, I'll give you a handicap. Tyreek can go to Miami."
Yeah, yeah.
And it's still like
Make it a little bit easier for you.
Yeah.
You still can't beat me,
run crap like diarrhea.
dude.
We would have won the last 3 games against the Chiefs if Travis Kelce
Like,
wasn't Travis Kelce.
If you took me 365 days back,
If Herb didn't throw a game,
if you
winning
took me
drive,
365,
If we don't tackle Travis Kelce on the 4 touchdowns he's had in the last 3 games we played against him,
if you took me
Herb had the
300,
ball with 36
actually no, he had
seconds
3
to win it.
touchdowns last.
it's
the last-
my turn.
You said it was my turn.
It's my turn. If you took me 365 days back in the past, and you just showed me what the standings are on November 25th, shout out Roxanne, happy birthday. But if you showed me the standings 365 days ago today, and you're like, this is going to be the standings next year, I would have never assumed all the changes happened in the AFC West. I'd have been like, we didn't change a thing. We just,
Yeah. Oh, everything looks exactly the same.
yeah.
Yeah. The Broncos are bringing in Russell Wilson. How?
Yeah.
Does he die week 2?
I said, oh, Drew Lock finally got a shot, huh? Didn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
Devontae Adams must have never played a snap. Like,
It's It's ridiculous. But
How are the Packers this bad with Devontae and Aaron
What's
Rodgers?
worse is that you would just be like, the Chargers are charging. There we go.
Seattle is still mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russ and Pete Carroll again.
Who did the Eagles trade for?
Yeah. God.
Dear God, what happened to the Rams? Did they get marshaled?
So the Rams must lose Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, and the Rams got Bobby Wagner. What are we talking about?
The Giants definitely traded for Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even think anything from Minnesota, but yeah. And then you had Bengals at Steelers. Kenny Pickett showed flashes finally. So, I mean, that was good to see. But I still don't think he's the answer. Over
George
there in
Pickens
Pittsburgh.
is emerging.
George Pickens is.
I said this the whole
hell.
time George Pickens was wide receiver 1 or 2, and I got called crazy.
I think it was just because of the injury. Just because he had a major injury.
I got
Before
called
draft.
crazy. So did Jameson Williams. He still got drafted 12th or 13th, and people still believe in him.
Well, he can finally return to practice. Shout out to
Yes,
Williams.
he's practicing. Same as Deshaun Watson.
Speed demon. If they get him on that offense,
Already picked him on fantasy. Been on my IR. Waiting.
well, you better hope on the 24th, whoever you're playing, December 24th, he'll be matched up against C.J. Henderson.
Oh,
And wide receiver 2s just have a field day
yeah.
because C.J. gets thrown at relentlessly
Good.
Oh, another thing.
because J.C. clamps up.
So the other night when we were talking for like an hour about football,
Yeah.
Sid brought up the fact that JC is like not in the top 17 of targeted corners.
Yeah, he don't get thrown at.
But he was like, it's not
That's a
looking
good
good.
thing.
I said
Isn't
he
it-
wasn't in the top 17 of passes defended.
was the passes defended? I thought it was.
It was passes defended. And you were like, he doesn't get thrown at.
Yeah.
And then I pointed
he
out
doesn't.
the
He only
fact
gets
that
4
he gets
targets,
thrown at one less time than Sauce Gardner, and Sauce Gardner has 3 times the PDs. That's the point I was getting at. He's been thrown at, let's see, 6 games. He's been thrown at 6 less times
How many yards?
than Sauce
What's his
Gardner.
QBR?
He's got like 20 less yards.
No,
than
Sauce
Sauce
is
Gardner.
Sauce
Sauce is good. I'm not saying Sauce is bad.
No, but I was using that as a reference point. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still both are insane. Like both are generational corners, in my opinion.
But JC Hornet has been the best corner in football this year.
Yeah, it really ain't looking good for the Pat Surtain fans in that draft.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
After what Devontae Adams did to him.
I said this, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute. He had a great year. He's not doing it."
2 tuds. But I also understand it's Devontae Adams. But like, it weren't like
There's a reason JC went 8 and Pat Shane went 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I think it was 9.
9th,
it was 8 and 9.
8 and 9. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, here comes Pat Surtain. The Panthers are going corner." Nah,
Nah, we got the good one, the good one.
I can't even remember who I wanted right then.
Just
It may have
Fields.
been. It might have been Fields because Fields was on the board.
I remember I laughed at you for taking
We were
the
here.
corner.
Oh yeah,
I laughed at you. I bellowed.
I thought you were like, dang it, because you wanted JC at 12.
No, I was laughing because I was
Slater.
like, you just missed the chance to take
And
Justin
he laughed
Fields.
when we took Jalen Waddle.
I didn't laugh when you took Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I thought, I thought we were saying because Sid was upset because he didn't think wide receiver was their their biggest
Yeah.
need. I can't remember who you wanted right there.
Panay Sewell.
Huh?
Oh,
Sewell,
yeah,
that's
because their
it.
offensive
Yeah,
line
you
was
wanted Panay
32nd.
Sewell.
That's why.
And
I
they
might have
passed
laughed
on
at
Sewell.
you about
and
that,
yeah,
but-
and they passed on Sewell. And
My thing with Waddle coming out of college, he had an ankle injury.
oh yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. We can all say hindsight's 2020. I didn't want a corner at 8.
But I mean,
Looking back, thank God we did. If I just had Dante and CJ running around,
if you take
which we're gonna miss Dante for the rest of the season, towards Achilles, but
What I really wanted to happen was Bengals take Panay Sewell because their offensive line was horrible, and we got Jamar Chase.
that is true. He did want that.
Yeah.
Just because I felt like that made the most sense. But
If it was Jamar and Tyreek running around.
I was on the boat.
mock drafts be damn.
I was on the boat that the Bengals were stupid as hell
Mock
for
draft
taking
mode
Jamar Chase there,
is the king.
and then they proved me wrong.
I mean, how do they prove you wrong? They lost in the Super Bowl.
They made it to the Super Bowl.
Line, and now they made it to the Super Bowl, and now Joe.
You're right, like that's not something.
The team is once again mediocre, and Joe Burrow is once again the most hit
I'm
quarterback.
sounding like they immediately were like, oh,
They gotta grab bro. They gotta trade up. Well, I don't even know if they might have to trade up. They might be able to get the cat from Ohio State with their pick. I don't know.
Skoronsky? Is that his name?
I can't remember his name.
Which one is it?
There's a couple. This lineman class ain't heavy at all. There's a couple linemen.
Yeah.
Last year was your year for a lineman.
We want to get into buy, sell, well, pal?
Yeah, man. Let's roll.
Y'all got any buy or sells?
I had a buy. Go ahead. Go ahead around.
Nothing?
I had first of all, I'd like to buy basically okay, so Greg Olson in the booth is great. Tony Romo in the booth is great.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I love Tony. It was Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez is who I'm buying. Mark Sanchez is good in the booth for Fox. Basically, ever since I hated on Jonathan Vilma for how terrible he was in our game. And I've prayed weekly that I don't have to hear Jonathan Vilma.
Weekly.
Like, I pray when I cut on Fox that I don't have to hear, and I'm with Jonathan Vilma. Like, I don't want to hear that name.
Yeah.
And honestly, any QB who takes his talents to the booth is usually solid.
But it's even better when they're like terrible backup QBs, like Dan Orlovsky.
I mean,
Mark Sanchez, Butt Fumble Supreme.
Yeah, yesterday was the anniversary. No, I can't remember. But yeah, QBs and even Greg Olson. Greg Olson's, if you ever listen to him on Fox, he's good in the booth. But yeah, I think my buy was Mark Sanchez for how great he was.
You see somewhere this was like the first Thanksgiving that Aikman and
They finally got to spend with their families.
like 20
Joe Buck.
years.
Yeah, first time in 20 years they got to be home with their family for
Ridiculous.
Thanksgiving.
Don't know why it took them so long. Especially not with being Joe Buck. So I don't have a buy or a sell.
But you're
Couldn't think of one. I have a whoop out. So I can't remember which game it was, but the announcer might have been the Cowboys game. Tight end would either just call a pass or a touchdown or something. He was like, "Man, all this love that tight ends get is making my tight end very happy."
Oh, he said that with Greg. He was because he was in the booth with Greg Olson.
I saw that this morning.
He was in the booth with Greg Olson.
It makes my tight end very happy.
I understand how that looks on a tweet. Like that the script looks terrible. But he is sitting in the room with Greg Olson.
It makes his tight end.
Yeah, Greg
Very
Olson is
happy.
tight end.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're sitting next to.
You're sitting next to
Like,
the
I
top
get it.
10
It's still
tight ends all
bad. It's
time?
still bad.
He wasn't referring to Greg Olson, bro.
He was not talking about Greggy boy.
I think he was. He had to be.
That's not how it came out.
I understand how it looks.
That's all that
It was
matters.
yesterday in the Cowboys-Giants game.
That's all that matters is how it looks.
I've got a bookmark, brother. Hold on. We finna see.
Played it.
Elon still ain't got you yet?
Also, CeeDee Lamb should have had that.
Makes my tight end happy. 3 touchdowns by tight ends. Makes my
3 touchdowns by tight ends makes
my
my tight end happy.
Yeah.
He's talking about his asshole, bro.
No, he's talking
He's
about
talking about
Greg.
his tight end.
He's definitely talking
said-
about Greg.
He's talking about his buttocks, Timo.
Bro, seeing 3 touchdowns by tight ends makes my ass happy. That's what that's what he's saying. Tight end, come on, bro.
I wish the soundbite would have continued to listen to Greg Olson's
beating the
response.
allegations. He's not beating the allegations.
He's not beating the allegations. It's like Nolan's luck allegations. He's not beating them.
Hey, man.
You are not beating those luck allegations.
Hey.
It's looking down.
You know
bad.
what?
7
You know
more
what?
points. scored.
OJ's lawyer isn't getting you out of that one.
7 more points scored than Nate,
Listen,
by the way.
listen. I'll admit to it.
Thank you.
Luck allegations.
Thank you. That's all I
Look,
do.
allegations
Not
are
maybe.
confirmed. I've been indicted.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, no, bro.
It's fine for it to happen as long as you know that's what's happening.
You are cooked.
I really. It's because So for reference, I'm 6-5, and I have 7 more points scored than the guy who's 3-8.
Yeah.
That is insane. What am I sitting at with points right now?
But now I can admit that Sid was lucky and got an all-time performance out of Joe Mixon.
What?
I mean, yeah. If you want to look at me, my
Oh yeah, now y'all, you been
I
getting
get-
shafted.
yeah, I played. Look at if you want to define shafted.
Oh yeah, baby.
I would
Go to
have.
Lucas's-
yeah, baby.
I would have withdrew my 50. I would have withdrew my 50 by now.
Fourth most points scored. Most points against.
Go look at Lucas's Alvin Kamara scoring.
I literally
Go look at
have
Alvin Kamara scoring.
the most points against.
Go look at Alvin Kamara scoring.
Sid don't play defense. That's crazy.
I literally have the most points against. You can't make it up.
And he's
You
and he's-
can't make it
and
up.
he's on a 4-win streak.
I know. It got busted last week.
Oh, did he get busted? Oh,
Yeah, it got busted.
Tough scene.
If I'd have won,
So
bro,
he won
I'd been
like 4 in a
tied
row.
with Trevin for first. I'm sick.
Not Trev. No, we're not gonna like Trev. hold on, wait.
Trevin kind of has some of that Nolan.
He's got 59 more points than me, and
I mean,
he's got
that's 6 points a
like
week.
80
guys.
more points against, and he's 7-4.
I'm second in points scored by 10 points. With my team crapping themselves last week.
Yeah. Pissed down your leg.
Yeah.
The moment was way too big.
said, wait, okay,
most
so-
points against, by the way, and I'm still 6-5.
You said go look at Lucas.
No. Just go look at Alvin Kamara scoring
Okay.
and take a guess which week he played me. Just take a guess.
I'm assuming week 8.
The week he dropped like what 40? What was it?
43.
43.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Joe.
it went 9 for
That's the
10.
week I scored
9 for 10.
178 points and lost.
I don't care.
He went 9
I
for
scored
10 on receptions.
178 and lost.
9 receptions, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Joe Mixon is him.
You drop
He had that
170.
crazy week.
You drop 178. I mean, the odds have to be crazy that you win that week.
That's how Crew felt week 1. He dropped like 158. We were 1-2 in the league in scoring that week, and he lost.
I've also been very unlucky this season because I lost a Crew by less than a point.
That might just be karma.
Yeah,
That probably is karma.
Yeah, nice try. bud.
But hold on, wait, I gotta find it.
Nice-
it was like a point
Nice
or
try,
less.
but so you're 7. You're okay. So hold on. So by your
I had,
standards,
Benjamin give me
you've only
26.
scored 7 more points than Nate. And what's your record?
6-5.
So you're saying you should be 7-4 with 7 more points scored than a guy who's got a reverse record of you?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
that sounds like that's
Hey,
what you're
poor
saying.
Nate.
Oh, no,
You want to talk
like-
about a guy that's got it tough. Nate,
My defense is just
Oh,
elite.
Nate
my
is
defense
fighting
is elite.
for his
That's all it
life.
is.
Nate had Brees Hall go
dude's
down.
been on waffle since week 4, and he's trying his damnedest to claw out of it.
yeah, he's been trying his best because he had Brees Hall go down. Bow.
Jamar Chase,
Jamar
bow.
Chase, bow. Like,
I lost a
Back-to-back
crew by-
weeks.
I lost a crew by 1.5. When I had the last guy playing, like Nick Chubb needed one more. I think he needed like.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
He needed like a reception.
more
or
yards.
something. Yeah, something like that. Like a
We
reception.
want to
and
get
some
into
yards.
week 12.
and I pray for Justin Fields' sake, just for Nate, because Nate has Fields too.
Yeah. That's going to be tough.
Knowing Nate's like Fields a shot. He's
Yeah. Fields has been the best fantasy quarterback like last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna
because of
talk
how
about-
many rushing yards he gets.
Yeah,
Cade's also down there with him. Cade's got the same record.
And Duffy. Duffy's flirting with it too.
Oh yeah, he's only one game above them.
You let me miss the playoffs by a game. Say I lose one, miss it by a game.
And I don't understand what Wyatt's talking about. How like I'm eliminated from the playoffs if I lose this week.
You'll be what?
I'll be
6-6.
I'll be
6-6.
6-6 with what playoffs start week 14 or week.
Well, the thing
15?
is, our whole conference is like at the top of the league in
ridiculous.
scoring.
It should not be conference based, bro. It should not be. It should be record based.
Well, it still is because
I'm-
you're 6-6.
I'm out of the winners
with your
bracket.
points.
I'm killing myself.
Because if you're tied in record, it goes to points scored.
Yeah. But said you're the 5 seed right now.
So I need you to lose, Colby to lose, Trevin to lose, and I need to win. Really.
Tough task.
You hold the tiebreaker against me. I assume I hold it against Colby. So really, I just need.
Well, the
you-
tiebreaker, like I said, comes down to points scored.
Well, no, not if there's head-up matchups. Me and you have played head-up and you beat me. That's the tiebreaker. Yeah. I need you. I need at least you to lose and Trevin to lose, and if I win, I'm first. I don't understand what Wyatt's talking about because if I go 6-6, playoff. What?
Just look at the current playoffs.
Look at it. Oh, yeah, so there's week 14. So
So I mean, if you,
I could go 8 and 6.
I would also overpass you.
I can still go 8 and 6.
If I win this week and you lose, I overpass you.
Bro, you're in the other division, damn it.
No, his record would get him in.
I'll be 7-5.
It goes off divisions.
No, it doesn't.
That's what it did.
The
last
division
year.
leader automatically gets in, but the rest is based off
The rest
of
is
record.
based off record.
Okay.
So like,
Oh well.
because you're the 5 seed, Colby's the
I
6
don't know
seed.
why it's talking about I'm going to be eliminated. That's ridiculous. I can still. Go
I mean,
8
if
and 6.
Colby wins and you lose, you're the 6 seed. And if I win, me and Colby win, you're out.
As long as I get in, bro. As long as I get.
If me and Colby win this week,
As
you're
long as I beat the waffle, like as long as I
give
remove
myself, as long as I give myself a chance at money, that's all I care about.
as long as I can.
But this points against, I've been the unluckiest. 4th most points scored, and that's been the trend all season. There was
sorry,
a point
you can't play defense.
There was a point where I was literally 2nd in scoring, last.
Okay,
in points against.
you only have the most points again by 4 points.
I don't give a shit. It's still the most points against.
I mean, Cruz 5 and 6.
But what's he in points scored, Nolan? Because I'm 4th in points scored out of 12 people.
He has 8 less than you.
What, points scored?
Yeah,
So I've scored more than him.
you scored 8 more points, and you've had 4 more points against you.
So me and Crew the unluckiest in the league. Man,
He did have Cooper Cup go down too.
come on now.
Yeah.
What?
Give me a beer. What?
We're gonna get into this week's slate.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of ramble this episode, but I'm here for it.
Detroit gave Buffalo a game.
They really
Sad
did.
to see it go out the way it did.
I was rooting for.
Hey, they scored a field goal in 23 seconds.
That was a dot. That was a fucking bullet that Josh Allen threw.
Thank God he finally threw one to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
You talking about he had like the best second half you could have had.
He had the best
It was
fourth
the
quarter.
fourth quarter.
Was that all?
My brother was sitting on like 3 points going into
Yeah.
the fourth.
I thought he did some in the third.
Finished with 22.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
no, I was on my hands and knees.
I fell asleep in the third quarter.
Lord, please.
I've seen what you've done for others.
Yeah, exactly. Pats, Vikings.
Pat's got hoed. Pats did get hoed.
I don't care. F the Patriots.
I didn't watch that.
Well, I'm just saying they had a
also did not watch.
Hunter Henry touchdown called back because they said,
that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown.
yeah.
Because what? What happened?
Well, they said it was like hit the ground, but his hand was more
hand is
underneath
completely
it
underneath
than Travis
it.
Kelce's.
Where's the football at? Where's my
Did the
football
ball move?
No. His hand was under it.
I'm saying.
Hand over the top. Ball. No, it just the bottom part of the ball here, but his hand's under it.
Bro, just don't worry about it. Like
I'm gonna grab the
I
football.
can look the clip up.
No,
later.
yeah, we can. It ain't that deep, no. But
because it's like
the Pats,
Cowboys,
and the
Giants.
Pats with some calls, man. The Pats got hoed. Pats got hoed.
Cowboys, Giants.
You don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't
It's the
care either if it
Patriots.
was the Saints, but
That's what I'm saying. It's the Patriots. F them. Cowboys, Giants. Giants, man. Danny Dimes. He's holding them back. Seriously.
this
Char-
isn't nothing they didn't already
That
know.
running back is holding him back.
Oof.
He's raised a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver.
Chargers, Cardinals.
No.
Need it. Yeah,
if y'all
season. I felt like the
Anything
season
happening
was
in Call
over
of
last
Duty this
week.
week?
I thought what?
Is anything happening in Call of Duty?
I mean, Call of Duty just out. I mean, nothing.
Call of
No
Duty
nothing
special
special?
event. No special event or nothing.
No special event or nothing. We get a full run of Kyler Murray. Well, actually, no, he might be hurt. Is he still hurt? Or is he back?
I think he'll be back this week.
Who knows, man? Who
Colby's
knows?
praying he is.
Right.
But Broncos at Carolina.
Need a title update. Activision.
God dang it.
I mean,
I'm so scared.
y'all really
we're
have a
gonna
shot
win.
at winning that. Though.
Yes, I'm scared we're going to win.
Hope
Where y'all
Russell
playing?
Wilson breaks out. Jerry Judy
Me
catches
too.
like
You and me both, brother.
15 catches,
You and me
487
It's all on
yards.
C.J. Henderson though. I got to defend.
3 touchdowns.
I got to defend J.C. Horn
Oh yeah.
with my life.
Well,
J.C. Horn and Brian Burns, Derek Brown, Frankie
They
Louvu,
can do no
that's all
wrong.
I got
They can-
left.
Jeremy Chin.
That's all I got left. Falcons at Commanders. Commanders are hot. Falcons are.
Are they hot or have they played bad opponents?
Well, they beat the Eagles.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying the next week.
They beat
Texans.
Oh, the Texans. Yeah. Okay. Well, they're on a win streak. They're like 5 of their last 6 or 6 of their last.
they
7,
beat
something
the
crazy.
undefeated
They get Chase
Eagles.
Young back. Chase Young's back.
Chase Young
That
is.
is fact.
Chase Young Kids is back.
What? Oh, oof. Tough scene. Wow. Jail. Anyway,
On the airways. Between that and the JFK take today.
I think the Falcons might edge that one out, man. They're
Me too.
playing. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. Marcus Mariota has
They got a division to defend.
exactly has shown flashes. What's Tampa Bay's record? Is Tampa Bay positive?
5-5.
Same record.
Oh yeah. If they win this game, they're 6-6. Bengals Titans. That should be a good game. Oh, I skipped over Texans Miami. Don't fall for the trap game. Need a win. Need a dominant win.
You can't lose to Kyle Allen.
Like more dominant than we beat the Browns.
You think the Tua hate is bad? It's still bad now. Imagine if he loses
Yeah,
to
if he drops
Kyle
one,
Allen.
if he drops one to Kyle Allen,
I mean, yeah, I know.
I mean, David Pierce could run for like 2.
I need like a 40.
I pray to the good Lord, Damien.
I need a 40-10 win.
I just need you to let Damien in the end zone like 2 times.
I need a 40-10 win.
40-14. David Pierce scores twice.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with 40-14. I just need a 40. I need a 40 bomb and at least 3 touchdown win.
I don't know what Damian Pierce's carry line is set at, but it might be the easiest over on Underdog.
Probably, especially if Kyle Allen's starting. Bengals and Titans.
Underdog Fantasy, if you want to throw a sponsorship this
Yeah,
way.
exactly. Yeah.
Like you said, we use it all the time.
Just give us like 10 grand. No. Look, little pocket
Just
change.
give us like 10 grand.
Little pocket change. Nothing crazy. Just a little 10 grand. Just a little 10 grand never hurt nobody. Bears Jets. Mike MF and White is starting. Mike F and White.
He doesn't even get one.
And we don't know if Justin Fields is starting. Justin Fields might not be starting.
Who's the backup? Who's the Bears' backup?
Khalil Herbert. Well, no, he's hurt.
What?
He's still on IR. Still on IR.
This dude Nolan.
I forgot
We're
he was on
gonna
IR.
let that one marinate. Don't even say nothing, Timo.
I forgot he was on IR. My bad. Jesus Christ.
He still hasn't caught it.
What?
Perfect.
You said the Bears, right?
Yeah, the Bears'
No,
backup.
let it marinate. Let it marinate.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm actually like who is
Khalil Herbert, QB1.
Khalil Herbert, QB2.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you said David Montgomery.
Bro, I'm so caught up in laughing at that. I just typed in Bears in my Google search.
Bears depth chart.
Damian Pierce's over/under on Underdog is 91.5 rushing and receiving.
I was needing his attempts.
Oh,
It's not
baby.
up there.
I think I just saw a preview of it. Oh, it's Trevor Siemian. You remember the legend of Trevor Siemian, don't you?
Jeez, man.
I still think a Trevor
Siemian versus
led
Mike
Bears-
White. Trevor Siemian versus the Jets defense? Nah.
Mike White versus... Well, Mike White has won a few good games.
That's what I'm saying. Mike White's still Mike MF and White.
That is facts. Buccaneers...
In fact, is Mike White not undefeated as a starter?
Buccaneers... at-
treatment.
Oh, I gotta take this phone call. Hold on, I'll be back. Y'all talk about.
Hand me the slate so I can finish out these games.
Where's my other? All right. Here.
How long?
So he's getting a call from the IRS saying that he's getting arrested for tax fraud.
Tax fraud. What?
We have the.
I don't pay him. What?
Sorry, folks. Work with us right here.
Yeah. Technical difficulty.
All right. So we have the
He's
Tampa
gone.
Bay Buccaneers.
He's never coming back.
You're rolling with me and Nolan. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Cleveland Browns.
Nick Chubb is gonna run his heart out. I believe. The only thing he's dealing with is Devin White.
Yeah, I mean, I think
That-
we all have Tampa across the board.
But I mean, like Tampa's still gonna win the game. But Nick Chubb's gonna have a great day. I think.
I hope Tom Brady does. But Baltimore and Jacksonville, we got. I mean,
Baltimore, Jacksonville. I mean,
Jacksonville-
it should be.
Jacksonville was good for like a month, and they're like, "Nah, we're back to being bad."
But the Ravens are so inconsistent too.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll be.
Their defense.
The reason they were as bad. The reason they were as bad against us as they were was that they were never able to get their running game going. Like we shut down Lamar, shut down Kenyon Drake, and yeah, I'm not mad at all about how last week's game went with Baltimore.
Because that's exactly what you're more. It's like battle, show what you can
Have
do,
the defense
but
stand
never,
up.
but don't win. But don't win.
Yeah, that's what I want. Just show me positive takeaways every game. Have good losses.
Good losses. We're not trying to win. We're trying to have good losses.
Yeah. Las Vegas and Seattle.
Seattle's gonna whoop their ass.
Yeah, Seattle. I
You
hope.
can't stop the legend of Wiener
I need
with.
Tariq Woolen to lock down Devontae Adams. Will it happen? Probably
That's
not.
gonna be a great matchup. I didn't even think about that. It's going to be a great match.
Well, the only reason I wouldn't say it's going to be a matchup is because Seattle's always just been a cover 3 team.
Yeah.
And he's going to be on his side of the
And the rest
field.
of the defense is terrible. So
He's going to be on his side of the field.
But,
Yeah, Vegas.
They should be fun to watch.
And Lauren took Vegas this Sunday. She sees something.
She said, "I think a Raider can beat a Seahawk."
San Francisco and New Orleans. I'm gonna tell you right now. I have San Francisco in my NFC Championship.
I think they could definitely get there.
I have San Francisco.
They could definitely get back there.
If they don't have to run into each other beforehand, I haven't even looked at a bracket. I have San Francisco versus the Buccaneers in my NFC Championship.
What is this Tom Brady agenda you're pushing for the Super Bowl?
Let's think about it. Here, I'll go ahead and explain it to the people.
you.
All right. So Tom Brady, if he wins, okay, let's say he gets his crap together, Bucks win the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be playing
They
a wild
should.
card. He'll be playing what would be the best wild card team,
Which is,
right? Because he's the worst. They would probably be the worst division leader.
like
He'd be the best
7
wild
seed.
card team. It's going to be either the Cowboys or like the Giants
Mm-hmm.
who are coming out of that. It'll be a team from the NFC East. Anyways, I think he would handle.
They are the four. Well, since because of the division leaders, but so they'd be playing the Seahawks right now.
But are they a wild card team?
Seahawks. The Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the 7 seed.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
So the Niners lead that division now?
yeah. They're
Okay.
both 6-4, but I think the Niners beat them earlier this year.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, yeah. So he's playing Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's a W.
The Seahawks are somehow a playoff team, but
So okay, Tom
they're
Brady
not-
beats
obviously
Geno.
you're not expecting them to go in there. And
Tom Brady beats Geno Smith, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Round 2, he's playing the Minnesota Vikings. He's beating Kirk Cousins.
Well, the Cowboys, because right now the Cowboys are. Also
It would be the,
so they play.
but it would be the best out of the division winners. Not the best, but the division winners.
Eagles get a bye. Vikings. Do the Vikings play the Cowboys?
I'm just giving you scenarios.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Vikings-
I'm going off this scenario. So I'm trying to say
Okay, so the Vikings right now are what, the 2 seed?
They're the 2 seed. Niners 3, Bucks 4, Cowboys 5.
Then you got, so it's basically the division leader gets a bye, then the 3 wild card teams to play the 3 division leaders.
Mhm.
The worst to come out, which would be what? The wild card teams right now are probably who? The Giants, Seahawks, and
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Mhm.
And the Cowboys just won yesterday,
Yeah.
so they'd be playing the 2 seed. No,
The
they'd be playing the
Who are they?
they would be playing the
3?
right now the Cowboys would be playing Tom Brady round 1.
Yeah. That doesn't look good. Because I think, didn't the Cowboys beat them earlier this year?
They might have played week 1. Week 1 or 2. Anyways, it's still
No, they lost 19-3.
exactly.
But that was Cooper Rush. That was also Cooper Rush. Then
Well-
again, Dak doesn't look that terribly much better. But
Well, either way, and so then Minnesota's playing the Giants, and that would make the Niners play the Seahawks.
yeah.
So then it'd be the 2 seed because Minnesota wins.
Minnesota beats the Giants. And then Niners beat the Seahawks.
Niners beat the Seahawks.
And
Buccaneers.
I'm
beat
assuming Cowboys lose to the Bucks.
the Buccaneers.
Or
beat-
no, your situation.
I'm saying the Buccaneers win.
To knock out the Cowboys in round 1.
So Buccaneers would be the 4 seed then,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd be playing the Eagles because we had both division leaders win. So it'd be San Fran and the Vikings.
Philly, Tampa, Minnesota, San Fran.
Okay, so my agenda works
Yeah.
because now Tom Brady's going to go and beat Jalen Hurts in experience. He beats
That could happen.
he beats Jalen Hurts. Niners beat the Vikings,
Niners defense doesn't give up anything to Kirk Cousins.
Now Tom Brady is playing Jimmy G to go to the Super Bowl.
I don't like how much sense that makes. I'm not liking it.
I'm just telling you.
No, because I see it.
Yeah,
God, that's annoying. as shit.
there's a path. Yeah,
I mean,
there's a path where-
Commanders could also overtake the Seahawks this week.
there's a path where Tom Brady is ripping through inexperienced or bad quarterbacks to get to the Super Bowl.
Because
In the playoffs,
Geno Smith is because the quarterbacks of the NFC right now are Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins, Jimmy G, Tom, Dak, Danny Dimes.
His best
and
chance,
Geno Smith.
their best chance of winning would be, or the best chance of the NFC taking out Tom Brady is going to be the Cowboys.
It's gonna be the Cowboys in round 1.
And the last 2 years haven't done anything against Tom Brady.
That does not look good.
No, it doesn't.
Bills are back on top.
Anyways, back to this week's talk. Sorry, I was just giving my whole spiel about why Tom Brady's making.
What time's the SWAT team gonna be here?
Not gonna lie, man, you're late about 5 minutes. You're cooked, bud. So wise.
Well, this is the last episode.
Yeah.
I can't read.
We've had a great time recording for y'all, and we hope to pick this back up in 10 to 20.
We're all going to Rikers Island for tax evasion.
They're opening up Alcatraz.
NPS made
We've been
so much money.
we've been flying under the radar.
Yeah. It's all a big period scheme.
Yeah.
NPS.
So far, really, what we covered, we got to San Fran winning this week, and then I got into why Tom Brady's making the Super Bowl.
And then
And no one
he gave me the explanation.
No one's starting to believe it.
It makes too much sense for
Explain
what
it
it is.
again.
We do not.
Okay, so basically, I'll give you a breakdown of Tom Brady's path. He's playing the Cowboys round 1. Beats the Cowboys. Okay? He's playing Jalen Hurts, the inexperienced quarterback, round 2. He beats Jalen Hurts. He's playing Jimmy G in the NFC Championship. He beats Jimmy G.
And then he has to play Patrick Mahomes.
And lose to Patrick Mahomes. But he makes another Super Bowl.
And the way it's shaping up, because
the quarterbacks right now in the NFC
playoff
South,
NFC quarterbacks are not that great.
The playoffs in the NFC: Jalen Hurts,
Kirk Cousins,
Jimmy, Tom Brady, Jimmy G, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones,
and Dak.
Who am I missing?
Dak.
And Dak Prescott.
Kirk Cousins.
I already said Kirk.
Oh.
But those 7. So your best chance is going to be the wild card round against Dak Prescott.
Do we not forget the 2017 playoffs where the final 4 quarterbacks were Tom Brady, Blake Bortles,
And what happened?
Nick Foles,
Oh yeah.
Case Keenum?
Oh yeah. But yeah,
I'm saying this happens like all the time.
Tom Brady versus 3 scrubs. I'm just saying it's going to be Tom Brady's going to be. I got the Bucks.
He's not saying Tom's going to win it, but he's going to make it there.
They lose the Patty
But
right
now,
now.
also, whenever you look at it from the other way, last year, or no, the year that Brady won the Super Bowl, they murdered the Eagles in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Eagles would be playing Tom Brady with a chip on their shoulder.
But how many of key players were on that Eagles team that are there now?
CJ Garner-Johnson.
Their O-line.
AJ Brown's not there.
AJ Brown weren't there.
Top 5 O-line.
Devonta Smith weren't there.
Jalen Hurts
the top
isn't
5
making-
O-line was there, Nolan.
Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey were there.
I'm talking about, but now okay, we're moving on.
I mean, if you want to bring up the rookie that plays guard that's going to play center whenever, like, he weren't there. But
Yeah, but Mailata, they were all there.
basically 4 out of the 5 O-linemen.
I thought okay, never mind. I got Mylata's draft year.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But yeah, that's my case for why
I don't know,
Tom
man,
Brady
I don't
is
see it.
making.
I don't see
And
it.
Jalen Hurts was also
You don't
not
have to see
making throws that he is now. Then
You don't have to see it.
Ravens at Jaguars.
We went through that.
we went to that.
Oh,
got to the Niners.
Ravens should win, but
you got 2 the Niners?
Well, we kind of talked about
then
their winning.
we got on the Rams.
We got to them winning, then I explain why.
Oh, okay. Rams at Chiefs. That's going to be a bloodbath.
Bryce Perkins, baby.
Bryce Perkins, like
Which
John
one of
Wolford
y'all
was
locked
bad
it?
enough.
Which one of y'all locked it this week?
Me. It's Kansas City. How many times have I locked Kansas City?
That was your first lock. You sent me the schedule, and you're like, oh, by the way, Kansas City's my lock.
How many times have I locked Kansas City this season?
Probably a lot.
We didn't do it week 1, but I definitely. So Timo, you would have got first lock week 1.
We didn't do lock. We didn't do this back then.
I know,
did
but
like week 3
I'm saying
more
you
so.
would have got first pick week 1, and you probably would have locked either Kansas City over Arizona or Buffalo over the Rams.
Well, back then, would I have locked Buffalo over the Rams? We didn't know how
you
bad
probably,
the Rams.
you probably would have locked Baltimore over the Jets then. Or Kansas City over the Cardinals.
I probably wouldn't have bet on the Rams, knowing how bad they are now. But I didn't know that back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Green Bay at Minnesota.
Hindsight.
So
What's after the Niners game? Was that last
what
game?
was my? I didn't like Kansas City.
Who'd you not?
Week 2, I did not like Kansas City.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the faith.
What do you mean the faith? I still picked them to win.
You still picked them to win, but
But you didn't like lock it down like
you
that.
didn't.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, yeah, there's no way the Chargers.
You
will
locked
lose.
Kansas City week 3. I did not lock Kansas City week 4.
Who they play?
They played Tampa. That's why I didn't like them. You locked in week 5. You locked them week 6. No. You locked Buffalo. So that's why I wasn't able to vote on that game.
By the way, just because it's happening right now, I don't know how this turns out, but go USA beat England.
Facts.
I love that in this world we're so divided across the country, but nothing brings us together like our soccer team going to Qatar. Oh, that's what I wanted to sell. Hindsight sell. Qatar. Okay? Qatar for the World Cup. We're selling Qatar.
Teammates trying to start World War III.
No. Listen. First of all, they use slave labor to build this stadium.
Next political
This
sports.
has been a problem for years.
Next political sports.
But they're using slave labor to fill this stadium, right? To build the stadium, at least.
This was a problem years ago, bro.
I know. I'm just selling Qatar, and for one, they shafted Budweiser. FIBA has a deal with Budweiser. Qatar says no, sir.
You can't drink, yeah. Or you'll be building the next stadium.
Yeah. Imagine going to freaking prison for New England IPA. Like, that's some.
New England IPA.
You're getting Brittany Griner because of a New England IPA.
I just want some bud, man.
Sorry, man.
Spicy.
But yeah, so we're selling Qatar. Next 4 years, by the way, it's coming to. I think it's going to SoFi.
Probably.
Next one's in LA. So
Maybe something good will happen in that stadium. Who knows?
Packers at Eagles.
I think that'll be a good game.
I think the Packers get a win again finally.
it's hard for me to say.
My fantasy.
It's hard for me to say that team's
needs
winning.
that to happen. My fantasy team needs that shit to happen.
I hope so. That's a pick I can. And I've got Pittsburgh over the Colts. They just had a great outing versus the Bengals. Maybe Kenny Pickett steps into a more regular role of play style and level of play.
That's it, my brother. Are you all right? You have been about to fall asleep this entire episode.
Well,
He's
he's running
on fumes, man.
like
I know.
less than 3 hours of sleep since 9
that's what we.
a.m.
That's what we do for you people.
Let's
right.
see,
That's what Sid does.
in
I
the
stayed up all night last night practicing this intro.
Yes, he did.
Just for this moment.
In the last
That's all he was doing.
In the last 29 hours, I've slept less than 3.
Nice.
Unfortunately, and I'm going to go to bed as soon as we get done recording this.
I'm about to say.
No
And with-
one will render it, so I'll probably be asleep by 3:30, and then I've got to leave.
Going to sleep when UNC kicks off is crazy.
I've got to leave for work.
You're not a true fan.
Yeah.
I've got to leave for work at midnight.
We have a Drake May masterclass to watch.
So at most, I will get 9 hours, 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
I mean, that's a solid amount.
Well, with that being
That's
said,
at most. That's at absolute most. That's if I sleep from the time I have to wake up to go to work.
with that being said, we appreciate you people tuning in for
Yeah,
another episode of Next
course.
Play Sports.
We love you.
This
Will.
is, this is what we put ourselves through.
USA, USA, USA. Peace.